Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Everything Simulated builds exceptional, high-end racing simulators, rather than manufacturing budget consumer parts. They are a premium Australian custom integrator that sources professional-grade hardware and delivers turnkey, fully constructed and calibrated simulator packages directly to your door. If you have the budget and want a no-compromise, professional-grade setup without the immense hassle of sourcing, building, and troubleshooting compatible parts yourself, they are an excellent choice. What makes their simulators great? Top-tier components. They build their rigs using premium, industrial-strength frames, like SimRigs and TrackRacer rigs, high-torque direct-drive wheelbases from Simagic, Cymacube, Conspit, Moza and Acetec in very realistic-feeling hydraulic and load cell pedal sets. Everything simulated. No hassle turnkey service. Building a high-end simulator is as complex as building a custom PC. They handle the entire process, including custom frame assembly, routing cables, configuring software, delivery, and in-home installation. Extreme immersion options. They offer advanced configurations that include quad-screen monitor setups, also specialized haptic feedback systems, which shake the pedals and mimic ABS brakes or engine rumble, and full D-Box/Dynamics motion platforms that physically tilt and move to replicate actual track G-forces. Choose Everything Simulated if you want a professional, race-ready cockpit.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Here I've got James Watson and of course our lovely producer Kobe Jordan.
Yes, sir, Wes. This is going to be a fun one. First of all, it's always awesome to be a part of something like this and do good and help give back to the community a little bit. So hopefully we're able to raise quite a bit for the team to help them out, and hopefully everyone can go out and put on a great show for them. It's Talladega and the trucks, you know, Wes. What more do you need? I mean, this type of racing is always awesome and great, and rarely fails to put on at least some sort of interesting moment.
I mean, I definitely don't think anything else is any better. I mean, High Banks at Talladega, it's the fastest super speedway NASCAR has. It's also the biggest, 2.66 miles long. And these trucks, I mean, everybody loves them. Everybody said you can't go around and race trucks around like as a professional series. America just said, hold my beer, and presented us the great truck series that either was known as Craftsman or whatever it might be. These trucks, they're big, they're loud, they're fast. These drivers, they're going to be fighting hard. There's going to be almost no space between them.
Yeah, and they're also really draggy. You know, these things aren't the most aerodynamic. The aerodynamic efficiency of a brick out there, thanks to the big old cab and the big old spoilers on the back, which really makes the draft that much more powerful and crazy. The runs are gonna be wild. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of 3 wide out here and a lot of 3 wide early.
I'm sorry, I just completely missed what you said. But yes, these trucks, they are exactly draggy. They are that. They're big, they're boxy, that spoiler on the back end. So you're going to expect if somebody's running a single car and there's a whole pack, expect that pack to catch them. And also, just looking through the Discord here, this, of course, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know many people within these, within the series. I know probably about a quarter of this field, but there's some teams put together. Everybody's kind of split up between their different teams respectively. So expect some teamwork, expect some passing. We might see if those teams get locked up together quick enough, they might be able to start and make a breakaway.
Absolutely. Or at least try to manufacture a little bit of track position. A breakaway, unless you have like a 10 truck team, you're not going to be able to break away from anything. But you should be able to at least get the whole squad into some good positions and maybe even set it to where you can control the lines. Like I've had a couple of buddies that we've done hosted races with this combination, and we get out, we have one leading the inside, one leading the middle, and another one leading the outside lane. So that way you have all the lanes under control, and you can make it to where it's like, okay, it's going to be one of us leading these lanes to the checker flag, in theory. Obviously, you know that planning can only go so far in the abject insanity that is super speedway and plate racing. And as Mike Tyson always said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this. I've actually tried to coach and also race in that exact plan of controlling every single line. Did not always work out. Eventually, someone's going to get tired and move you out of their way if they think you're trying to slow them down. Well, it seems like we have warm-ups done and over. Cars are gridding up. And let's go through this order. Rolling off on the pole is Carl Field. 2 is outside in second, Heath Snyder. Third place, we're going to have Michael Tucker in fourth place. Right beside him is teammate of Tyler Cheney. Fifth place, we have Blair Holloman. Sixth place, Noah Gibbons. Seventh place, we have Andrew Nagy in the number 62. Is outside Zach Walters in the number 7. And James, if you'd like to take the rest of the half.
Yes, sir. Got the 83 of Jordan White and the 94 of Drayton Cook rounding out the top 10. The 57 of Austin Norris and the 50 of Noah Walters on row 6. We got the 12 of Gary Donnellian and the 22 of Randy Cornwell on row 7. The 270 of Chris Coleman and the 111 of Christopher Lewis on row 8. The 4 of Dalton Wilson rounding out the field for tonight's fundraising race at Talladega.
Oh my. Stuff is going crazy just a little bit in the chat. But hey, listen, okay? My photo is always a joy, okay? But it is going to be interesting. Again, this is a race. It is something that Noah, it's close to his heart, his friends and his family. Lady softball, it's honestly tougher than people think. People think softball is just the inferior version of baseball. It is not. I can tell you that from experience. I've done both. And also along with that tonight, we've got 2 people sharing their cameras. Both Tyler Cheney and Michael Tucker starting 3rd or 4th. Rolling pace car is off. We're going through the tri-oval. We got a long way to the start finish line here. Into the restart zone for the very first time. And it is green flag at Talladega. Keith Snyder on the outside getting a great push from the 1 of Tyler Cheney. Meanwhile, on the inside, it's Carl Field in the 11. Pushing behind is the number 8 of Michael Tucker. Ooh. These top 4 trucks are lunked bumper to bumper.
Meanwhile, there was a big wiggle from Jordan White in the 83. He wasn't pushing or getting pushed, so that's a bit nerve-wracking to see if you're everyone around him. It's not what you want to see here on lap 1.
Yeah, lap 1, if you're not pushing or being pushed and your truck's already squirrely, that's not going to invite other people to come and help you later on in the race. And again, 75 laps here. It's going to seem like it's going to tick off, but they're long. People aren't exactly going to be sitting happy. I'd say about halfway through, we're going to see the moves start to happen. Right now, though, and I think, James, you can attest to it. Oh, Tyler Cheney making a move.
Yeah, you saw the 29 to start. Oh, we're wrecking already! Oh, the 111 is flying through the air! Oh, we got one bear rolling down the banking! Well, that didn't take long.
It did not. The 12 of Gary Donnellan and the 111 of Christopher Lewis in the back as caution is out on the track.
Oh man, I want to see who's the one that was barrel rolling. That was a gnarly wreck in only lap 2. Well, that's already a gut check moment for everyone there on West. That's gonna change the aggression level. As you see, look at the 111 get turned into a helicopter, and then the 88, you see, he is starting to flip.
Driving over the other car.
Oh!
I think that just looks like a push gone wrong, if I'm right.
Yeah, I don't know what on earth happened. It was either that or it kind of looked like someone, the 111 might have checked up and the 88 wasn't able to anticipate. I don't know, but man, what a wreck.
Yeah, the 111, he was checking up. He saw movement in front of him. From what I could see, it looked like there's a huge checkup actually on the outside line as Tyler Cheney made the move to the outside to get around Heath Snyder. And the 111 just broke a little bit too much, and the 88 not anticipating it.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that sometimes you just can't anticipate stuff going on in front of you at a place like this. Everything happens so fast. That's why we typically see the big one happen. Just sometimes you can't react quick enough, and it snowballs from there.
No, people do say life flashes by you in the blink of an eye. Well, sitting here in these trucks at Talladega going near on 200 miles an hour, I think you got less than a blink of an eye to react to something that happens right in front of you. And it is almost pure instinct that a lot of these drivers are going to be running off of.
Yeah, and sometimes, even with all the instinct, sometimes you just make the wrong choice in the moment.
I mean, stuff just happens, and we'll see what happens, and we'll see what else is left. We're going to line them up here. I believe next time by, lights are still out on the pace truck. And, hey, Kobe's laughing at me. Tyler.
We need a no texting while driving PSA and air stat.
Give me a second. I'm about to message both of them.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? That's all I'm legally allowed to sing before we're DMCA'd. I mean, I can't say I'll blame them. These pace laps here at Talladega, they are an eternity.
They are, and I mean, it's just a very, very long track, so it is a little bit boring. And I know Kobe, we've been kind of talking about it in the back as well. For all of those that are sitting here watching, we do have a QR code, I believe, Kobe. There's a link pinned in the YouTube comments for any of y'all that want to go in, donate to the fundraiser as well. You know, just something to help these people going. It's $15 buy-in for the drivers. And I'm going to be honest with you, Kobe. I'm also going to join in and give some of my own money in for them.
Heck yeah.
Okay, they're just messing around now. Got it. I told them get off their phones, and they're sending me pictures now.
Well, we are 1 degree now. Everyone start to double up.
Yeah, they are actually calling it's a single file restart. That's an interesting one. Give me 1 second here, boys.
Yeah, right now working out on if there's gonna make it double file anyways or not.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. The race restart is set to single file, but everybody is still gonna line up double file. So double and up here, it's kind of a little bit backwards. You had Snyder being pushed by Cheney on the outside, and you had Tucker pushing the number 89 of Noah Givens on the inside. Now it's that inside lane. They're going to be the ones sitting in the second row. Michael Tucker behind teammate Tyler Cheney, and Noah Givens sitting behind Heath Snyder. Coming into the restart zone. First restart of the race. Heath Snyder, Tyler Cheney up front. How will we get going? Heath Snyder, he's put the hammer to the floor. He's going to launch out clear. And he's going to clear right up in front of Tyler Cheney off the restart. Michael Tucker is sliding in third place. Noah Givens, he's going to be fighting on the inside to keep a hold of fourth. You got the 60 of Andrew Nagy fighting around the outside with very little help behind him.
Yeah, everything got real jumbled up right there. A lot of people didn't seem to get that good of a start. And everything is falling apart, but look at that. The second pack is going to be getting a huge head of steam here.
Yeah, huge head of steam. They're all single filed out now. Everybody's almost on that double yellow line at the bottom. Tyler Cheney shoving the 29 truck out in front of him. Here comes the 89, though. He's had a good amount of run build up. Is he going to move to the outside? Yes, he does. 7's going to follow. So is the 50. No, 50, he's going to stay stuck right there on the inside line. Noah Walters. 2 trucks up top, 4 working the bottom. Side draft going to come into play.
They're going to get a little more help, though. The 83 is coming, but at this point, the 89 drops back down in line. So it's just, oh, but he jumps back up because the 83 is pushing the 7 along, trying to get up there to the back of that 89, but they are not making the ground they need. I wonder if the 83 might be starting to overheat.
Noah Walters in the 50. He's going to jump up to the outside. Follow the 89 and Noah Givens. Now that outside line's starting to get formed to look for them. Do you get nose to tail and soon to start marching back up towards the leader, Heath Snyder? And there it is. They're all nose to tail now. Snyder, he's giving the one a little bit of breath of fresh air, giving a small gap on the bottom. Trucks, you're going to see them kind of do a little bit of a shimmy down the back straight, trying to keep right in behind everybody else while also getting fresh air. Huge amount of wiggle out of the 89 going into turn 3.
Whoa, contact! Oh, and the 83 gets turned! And no one really hit anything.
There it is. I hit the wrong button.
that could have been so much worse. You see, the big checkup, everyone trying to figure out where to go. The 69 gets into the 83, turns them around. The 83 slides back up the track, but no one really hits them. Look at that. No one really hit anything. When do you ever see that happen, Wes?
I don't think you really do. I mean, it was smart heads up by all the drivers.
Yeah, usually when you see that, you see a whole lot of big junk following it, but everyone, I think, is going to be okay. Maybe a few seconds of damage, if that, for the 83, and maybe a little bit for the 69 as well, but no one who stopped hit anything, so I think they're all good.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a weird wiggle. There was definitely that checkup on the inside. You saw trucks kind of bouncing over the apron even, and one stayed low, one moved up, got 4 wide for a second. Luckily, not many cars involved, and we actually keep a good amount of our field, 16 drivers still able to continue the race, or no, 15 drivers still in to continue the race.
Yeah, that's good because, again, no fast repairs, so and there is still a long way to go in this race as we see quite a few coming down here to get some fuel.
Yeah, and fuel's honestly probably one of the smartest bets here. It is a long race, so fill her up when you can. Make sure you can go the distance. Believe they're running full fuel loads, so we're looking at probably around 30 or so laps on a tank of fuel. So pitting now might be able to allow you to get to that halfway stage of being able to split it, just pit one more time, and there's always saving to be told at Talladega.
Absolutely. There isn't a whole lot in your control at a place like this. You're having to rely a lot on luck and being in the right place at the right time. But there are some ways that you can manufacture some control for yourself, and that has to do down to that fuel strategy. You know, the more you can save and the more you can keep on board or add, the better you will be, because you'll at this point you're obviously not going to be able to cut out a stop since it's way too early to really figure that out. But the longer you can go on this tank, the later you'll pit, and the later you'll pit, the less fuel you have to take, and you can create some track position there for yourself. Get yourself up into the front at the end of the race when track position is finally gonna matter, or maybe even have a short enough stop to where you can come out ahead of another group of trucks and be out of their draft and only have to worry about fighting maybe another couple trucks for the win of this race. So there's a lot that you can do with the little amount that you can do.
There's very little you can control. And looking at it, those that pitted, first car out of the pit lane going to be in 8th place of Heath Snyder.
Yeah, and you know, you're giving up that track position now, but it's gonna pay dividends later. The problem is that making sure that you're not involved in anything that could happen here.
Anything can indeed happen. We've got lights out on the pace truck, and everybody's ready to go racing.
Yep, everyone taking that one last deep breath here before we're ready to get back at it. I believe we're having to do the same pseudo double file that we had to do.
Double
last
file
time.
up. Exactly. Everybody's going to double file up. A weird glitch in the system when setting up the lobby. It was supposed to be double file. It does not. So drivers are going to double file up. No one's going to get a penalty for passing under the yellow or an illegal pass made unless they go underneath the double yellow lines. But here we go. Coming to the third going of the trucks into the restart zone. Pace truck is off. Noah out front. 89 Noah Givings in the inside lane. Number 50 Noah Walters on the outside, being pushed by the 16-7 of Nagy and Zeke Walters. Into the restart zone. Green flag is out once again.
He's
And
seeing
look at that.
Oh boy. Oh, look at the pushing that the 29 is giving the 7. That is real aggressive.
Real aggressive, and also aggressive. You've got the 94 on the high side. That is Drayton Cook. He's trying to work up there. Nobody's with him, so he's going to lose some spots, fall back in the lines. Noah Walters, meanwhile, he's going to jump to the outside, try to lead the line. But the 60 of Nagy, he's all over the rear bumper of the 89 of Givens. Again, a car working the very outside. You need more than just yourself.
Whoa, big move there from Cheney to jump in that middle lane as we got another truck jumping up to that third lane. I don't know if it was necessarily by choice, though. I think he might have got led up to that third lane, and now he might just be taking the elevator to the back to get out of this hornet's nest. Everyone all over the place. Oh my God! The 8 and the 83 jump right in front of the 22.
29 of Noah Walters. We've seen him up front. He's pushing the issue. Middle 3 wide. There's some shoulder bumping.
Homies, we still have...
We've got most of the race to go.
Yeah, I'm not good enough at math, but I know there's way too much left to this race as the 6 seed making the business decision to get out of there. We're 4 wide. We're 4 wide right now. Oh no! Oh, there's contact. Oh, and they're still making contact. And they have not stopped dooring each other. The 50 and the 89.
Noah and Nolta fighting every single inch of this track, it seems.
Yeah, Noah violence. And I
think we've settled?
I think so too, but it's anything but settled right now at the front.
I think we've settled a decent bit. Now it's back to the front. Heath Snyder, he was the first one out of pit lane after that last caution. And there's even drivers on the radio calling these men crazy. He's not wrong.
He is not. No lies detected on that one.
Meanwhile, as it sits, Heath Snyder, he's up front. Michael Tucker, Jordan White, Tyler Cheney, Austin Norris. Nope, Randy Cornwell actually is going to round out your top 5. As here you see Cheney and Jordan White, they're going to jump to the outside, shuffle out the 22 of Randy Cornwell once again. Second time he's been forced up top all alone. Through 3 and 4, Snyder, he's going to keep a decent, healthy gap. He's got a bit of an air bubble back to the 8 truck of Michael Tucker. And now here it comes. The outside line going to be working. They get the momentum off the turns. Tyler Cheney's going to push Jordan White to the lead for that lap. And now going through the turns, you're going to see the inside line surge back, shortest way around the racetrack. And here it is, Michael Tucker. He's going to abandon the 29. I was waiting for it to happen. Snyder, he's going to fall back into the lap of the 57 of Austin Norris. And now you got the 3 Team Extreme cars working the outside.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that teamwork we were talking about earlier really start to rear its head.
Rearing its head. The 3rd lane is here. No Walters in the 50, kind of trying to pull it forward. The 22. Well, he's been shoved up there.
Big old move from Michael Tucker, dropping down to the front, taking the lead of this race. Oh, and he's tried to jump back up, but almost didn't have it timed well enough. He's got to be careful. We've seen that move end in destruction and disaster I don't know how many times. Way more than I can count, which is above the number 4.
I can only count to 10.
You're a better man than I.
Anyways, jokes aside, the outside line actually has a bit of work going on. You got the 69 of... Is that Carl Field? No, it's not.
No, you are correct.
It is Carl Field. 69 Carl Field. He's been working up there with the 50 of Noah Walters, but not exactly able to get it moving. Walters, he's going to abandon it.
Oh, no. Oh! The 83 got the wall. Jordan White was getting squeezed, but he will not be denied. But he's now kind of the only one by himself up there. And he is falling.
Falling to the back. You've got no help behind you. We talked about how draggy these trucks are. They're big, boxy. They've got a big spoiler on them. Just absolutely getting dumped with air and drag whenever there's a moment. And also for the moment, it looks a little bit calm. But, I mean, we've seen the aggression. It's not going to stay that way for a while.
It sure isn't. But one thing to keep in mind that I just noticed, the 88 of Dalton Wilson, he is back on the track and back on the lead lap. The man barrel rolled down the banking, and he is still in contention for this win. That is wild.
Just sit in the back, wait your time. We've seen how crazy these drivers have gotten. If you're in the back, I mean, it's a strategy. You've seen it several times, probably, James, both with your own drivers as well as watching IRL NASCARs. Different strategies at play. Sit in the back, hope to avoid it by being able to see it or be in front of it all.
And it never gets any easier to watch. Sometimes I think it's gotten worse over the years because... Oh, man,
huge
seven all over the place.
Oh, in contact, 83. He's up into the wall. They keep him straight. 83 is going to have a good amount of damage. That right front is bent in.
Yeah, no meatball right now, but yeah, it's basically meatball worthy with how off pace he is. He is going to be doing the caution dance here. Got away with the one earlier, but unfortunately did not get away scot-free from this particular moment. Yeah, look at that right front. How is that not a meatball? I think it's like completely towed out at this point. Oh no! We have the 69 getting charged into the outside wall! The 89 is around. Oh, and the 7 hard into the inside wall. That is the caution that White needed.
That's definitely going to save the 83, and we have several meatballs through the field now with that wreck.
Yeah, it just looked like the 89. I don't know if he was trying to side draft or what, but came down way too much and just right hooked the 69 up into the safer barrier.
That's definitely a weird one to see. I agree. I don't know if he was trying to side draft.
Poor Dalton Wilson. I just highlighted that he was back on the lead lap and back in contention and just nowhere to go. Thought he had it
into his lap.
Yeah, that truck is demolished. 3 meatballs, him, the 69, and the 22 of Randy Cornwell.
These drivers, they need to get off their phones.
Yeah.
Pulling them up into the booth, Cobes. I do not either.
Which Noah are we pulling in?
Walters.
I can't do it either. Well, in the meantime, we see everyone on pit road now getting their fuel or getting repairs. Wonder how much damage those with the meatballs have.
Oh, there he is.
I heard you on the
man of the hour.
Oh man,
Noah, I mean, it's a great fundraiser. It's a fun race. Big trucks at Talladega, and I mean, just exactly what's going out on the track for the moment that you can see.
A demolition derby for sure. 1 minute I'm in line, the next I'm getting turned. So, oh man, it's crazy. I appreciate everybody racing in this and all the donations and stuff today. I appreciate it, and Coach Castle appreciates it too.
Yeah, man, we were talking on the broadcast. Ladies softball, just women's sports, everybody kind of ignores it, but it's tougher than a lot of people think. Softball, especially, people call it the lesser version of baseball. I beg to differ. It's completely two different sports, and this is something that I think a lot of people, they can respect, just having some fun for the community.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I really wanted to do this more, especially the high schools in the spring. And I think it would be awesome if I did another one. I probably will pick a different track though, because these cautions are too long, and I will definitely look into being a better guy setting up the race, because I think I dropped the bomb on this one. We were actually talking about it doing Bristol next.
So you're looking for a proper demolition derby.
Exactly. Also, like I was talking earlier, like, you know, they have esports college, and my brother right now, which is Zeke, he's in high school, and I was really aiming to get this out there to start like a high school series. You know, there's plenty of kids that need the opportunity in this, and they'll enjoy this because, I mean, look at William Byron. Look where he started. Look where he's at now. You know.
I definitely do. I mean, hey, a lot of people say gaming doesn't get you anywhere. William Byron's kind of put that on the record saying that's not the case. But
Rajah Caruth is another one.
I mean, Raja, you've also got Hocevar. They're both, I believe, actually streaming iRacing at the moment, doing races.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, it's a way to get yourself better adequate to the cars. You're able to load in exactly what you're going to run. You can load up the track, new track if it's needed. And it's just a good all-around thing. And fundraisers, stuff like this, charity events I've been a part of in the past. It's just good to see for whoever it's going to, whoever the community being helped is.
Yes, sir. You're exactly right. You are right.
Well, Noah, we're about to get back to the green flag. You're going through 3 and 4 right now. We'll let you go. Good luck and have some good racing.
Hey, shout out to all the softball team. Shout out to Coach Castle. Shout out to my wife. I'm sorry I wrecked the softball truck already, but it's been fun.
That was Noah Walters, the organizer of this fundraising event. We're back through the restart zone. Michael Tucker, he's going to lead them off. 87 of Norst to his outside. And we're back green. Tucker, he's got a healthy gap, but that's going to quickly shrink. You've got the 29 of Heath Snyder. He's being pushed by the one of Tyler Cheney. Are they going to stay in line? Are they going to make a move to the outside? They're going to stay tucked up. 3 trucks working the outside, though, whereas you've got 6, 7 trucks on the inside.
Yeah, we've been seeing them work together a lot tonight, and clearly that has not changed whatsoever.
Now we've got less cars out here running. I think I only see about 7 on track.
Yeah, hey,
11 trucks on track.
Yeah, that one took out a lot of drivers. Right now we are heavily single file for the most part because of it, and maybe even splitting off into 2 packs at the rate they're going.
It looks like that could be the case. You've got the top 5 cars nose to tail all hugging the double yellow line. And you've got the next 5 behind them. You've got 3 on the inside, 2 on the outside, kind of hindering each other with the side draft.
Yeah, that's going to cost them the draft. They got a single file out here at some point.
You would think so. These trucks on the outside, they have made their move. They've gotten around, which I think, what I assume they believe are the slower cars. They're right back to the tail end. And here comes 57. Austin Norris, he's going to lead the charge. You've got the 270. That's Chris Coleman. He's going to follow him through. This is going to slow and break up those front 5. You can already see the gap forming. Blair Hallman in the 32. He's fallen away from the one of Tyler Cheney. And now you see the little bit of a shimmy down the back stretch. Trying to get your truck squared up, get the push, get some clean air maybe. And that's just going to allow the 57 to creep a little bit closer. Through 3 and 4 of the 2 trucks in the back. I believe that's Jordan White. Yeah, that's Jordan White in the back in the number 83. And then you've also got the 89 of Noah Givens. They're just slowing each other down, running side by side. They're losing that pack in front. Now you've got 3 cars. The 94 of Drayton Cook has joined the outside.
Whoa, 32.
Blair Holloman almost contact.
Yeah, slides up just a little bit, and that was very nearly big one number 2.
I'd prefer not to see another big one, please. You still
Or
got
at
a
least until
long
the
way to
last
go,
lap.
gentlemen. Here it is. Those 3 trucks on the outside, they're actually working pretty well. You can see them just kind of dipping in and out, getting side draft where they can. They've gotten up to the 1 truck of Tyler Chaney, now going to the 29 of Heath Snyder. Austin Norris absolutely pulling that group to the front. 57 leads the way.
Yeah, they are just about there, doing a great job with the numbers not being in their favor. All they need is just one more to jump up, and well, they'll be completely even, 4-4. Exactly how high I can count to.
4-4 would make it completely even, but I think at the moment, those trucks on the inside line, they don't see enough momentum to switch over. If he thinks about it, he could jump up off of a corner exit, but no, 57, Austin, he's going to cover that off. He's completely side by side with the 29. 94, a little bit out of shape going through the tri-oval. Not going to cost him too much.
Yeah, they're still working. They're side by side for second right now.
And I know we talk numbers games here, James, but the side draft's so heavily important with the super speedway racing. Kind of allows you to pull.
Whoa!
Huge move by the 8 of Michael Tucker.
Yeah, well, they got there 4th, but I don't know if they wanted it like that. He did not have a whole heck of a lot of space to pull that move.
Gonna keep the lead, though. Now he goes down to the bottom, blocks the 29 of Heath Snyder. It's going to allow the 57 of Austin Norris to get right to his outside, kind of checking up the lanes.
Meanwhile, the other 2 trucks, look at that. They are just now crossing the start-finish line. They are a mile and then some off of this pack.
Yeah, it shows exactly what car numbers can do inside of a draft whenever they're stuck together. Those 2 were fighting for so long, they lost the draft, finally got it sorted out. But now they're just going to be leaking time to these front 8. And there it is, 57. He's going to make the move low. 270 didn't quite have enough room, almost got stuck in the middle. Now it's 2 cars on the outside, 270, 94.
Whoa!
And a big jump to the outside line.
Yeah. I'm amazed he had enough space to make that move. Oh, giving a huge shove to the 270 there.
Honestly, I'm surprised he had enough space to make the move as well.
I do not like the body language of these trucks.
I don't think any of these boys are planted.
The only thing that's going to be planted at this point is the inside wall with the way they're moving and shaking.
There it is, 270. He's going to sneak low, drops in front of the 507. That's going to leave the 29 of Heath Snyder to control the outside lane. He's only got 1 truck.
Oh no! Around he goes! And he's not going to keep it out of the inside wall. A big hit. You know, though, not that bad for the hit he took. No meatball. Debate on if a caution should be thrown. Sounds like everyone seems to be in favor of that.
Everyone is, but the truck stayed off the racing surface.
Yeah, nowhere close to that racing line.
Sorry, there is a lot of technical difficulties going on.
Yeah, that will put us under caution for, I think, the 4th time?
The fourth time caution has been called about halfway through the race as well.
They gotta be careful. I'm running out of mileage for that whole counting four joke at this rate.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious on how much damage Coleman actually has from that. Would have thought that truck would have been obliterated, but
the truck looks completely fine.
Yeah, it's bent up a bit in the back, but for the impact, that is, you will absolutely take that.
Yeah, that's honestly the cleanest I think you could probably see from that moment. Really lucky to not have the truck totaled. And a lot of these truckers, I mean, some not happy, some calling for it, some weren't. We're doing what we're told.
Yep. A lot of ebbs and flows in this.
Oh.
The looks like the 270 is gonna get a wave around back onto the lead lap.
Yeah. It has been a very, very interesting race, to say the least. I would think. I mean, I think everybody's come down just about every single caution flag we've had. About halfway through the race, we've got 11 trucks still on the track surface that are running, and a good amount of boys still in the fight for the win as well.
Yeah, and now this is when it's crucial to bring it down. 40 laps to go. You're not that far away from being able to make it to the end. I want to say you can get like maybe 31, 32 laps on a tank. So at this point, you're not going to be able to save enough to cut out that final stop. But if we get another caution like very quickly, then you would be able to put yourself in that position to fuel save and make it to the end. And at the very least, if we do manage to go green and we get splash and goes at the end, you're lowering that pit stop like I was talking about earlier, making it quicker and getting yourself a potentially race-winning advantage off a pit road in those closing laps.
Yeah, I'd say quick caution definitely gonna be able to give you the possibility for that splash and go at the end. With how it's been going, though, I don't think they're going to need to take that chance with the splash and go. We might see a caution come out just as the fuel window opens.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But the thing about racing, you know as well as I do, that crazy things can happen, and you want to be prepared for every possibility you can, because you never know. You expect there to be a caution at some point, especially with what we've seen so far, and then all of a sudden, green flag run to end it. You're kicking yourself going, man, if I just prepared myself for this outcome that I could have done, I would be sitting in a much better position. As they say, hope is not a good strategy. And at this point, hope is not the only strategy. So there's still quite a bit of things you can do.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, you said it exactly the way I would have put it, James. There's not much you can do. Uh, again, racing at super speedways, it's Lady Luck. We always call Lady Luck Darlington, to be honest. But I think that goes for just about any track. It goes however it falls into your lap. And these truckers, I mean, they're anxious. They're chattering over the radio. I'm sorry, I'm being talked to.
Yeah, the anxiety is still at an all-time high, and it's gonna be getting a lot worse as the laps continue to tick down. That's what's always so much fun about plate racing, you know, because you feel that anxiety watching it, and you feel your own anxiety and heart rate start to pick up. Like I'm always like not quite a nervous wreck, but definitely feeling it in the closing laps of any plate race and I'm watching IRL. So, and it is way worse when you're actually the one behind the wheel.
Yeah, it's anxiety inducing. I completely agree with you. I mean, you see me on Sunday. Do we call it Saturday nights or Sunday mornings? I don't know. I'm confused. It's that weird in between. Sun's not quite up yet.
I call it Sunday because I haven't gone to bed yet, so it's still Saturday to me.
Yeah, you've seen me there on the Saturday night, Sunday morning races in the Oz Oval. I'll tell you, I've gotten that heart rate up. I've gotten heart rates up at super speedways like this and everything. So it gets you more than you think. And you don't just have to be in the car. You can be watching. You can be doing a spotter job. You're on the pit crew. You're the crew chief. There's so many ways to have that skyrocket on you. It's not even funny.
Absolutely.
But lights are out on the pace truck. They're double filing up. Cars are coming off the pit road. They went back down to grab fuel. Gonna be caught up by the time we get to the green flag. Coming through 3 and 4, you see them slowly trickle in.
Yeah, everyone trying to go for that crucial last little drop of fuel.
Every bit helps. And I mean, if we go green to the end here, you'd still see probably green flag stop. That's exactly when you'd expect the splash and dash. As pace truck is off, 94 Drayton Cook, he's gonna lead him to the restart zone. 57 of Austin Norris to his outside. Green flag back in the air, and a great launch from the 94.
Huge launch, almost too much of a launch. He is gonna get absolutely eaten alive.
I'd say he is, and here they come. Blair Holloman, he might have the slightest bit of a gap. No, he's going to be forced to tuck up behind 57 Austin Norris. He's going to get a run on the outside, again being pushed by the 270. Through 3 and 4, little bit of contact. I think the 94 drifted up. Outside line's going to take the momentum. 57 drops down, 60 drops down, 270 left out to dry from the middle of that 3 car.
Whoa.
And now the 60 is going to be moved up.
Yeah, that was a big move right there. And here comes the 7.
He's staying loyal to the outside lane. Everybody else dancing in and out of the bottom.
Yeah, no one is loyal to him. He is all by himself. Tried to tuck in the line. Mistimed it a little bit. and unfortunately not able to take advantage.
No, he's going to drop to the back. He's going to find Noah Walters, though. He's up top in the 50 car, but not much those two can do alone. We've got so many stacked up on the inside running single file. Though, with that side draft, it looks like they might help. No, 50 actually will duck back down into the inside lane, tucking up behind the 8 car.
Yeah, plus I think there might be a little bit of front end damage on the 7 truck, which really isn't helping anything either. We are now completely single file here.
You know what? Don't make a move. Sit behind, just ride, boys. We still got a long way to go.
Yeah, 35 laps. This is an eternity here at Talladega, and plenty of fuel can be saved, but Zach Walters has other ideas, trying to make the outside work.
Yeah, Zach, he keeps poking his truck out there. He's ready to make a move, just nobody quite wants to go with him. Everybody staying nice and orderly down on the double yellow. You've got Coleman 270. He's leading Austin Norris in the 57. Andrew Nagy in third in the 60. Drayton Cook 94. 32 Blair Holloman 29. Heath Snyder. Then you've got the 1 of Tyler Cheney. 8 of Michael Tucker. 7 of Zach Walters and the 50 of Noah Walters. They're duking it out right there for 9th and 10th. Zach being the only one to try the outside. And then on the very back end of that pack, the 83 of Jordan White.
Meanwhile, they are content to let Chris Coleman lead and use up all of his fuel.
He's going to use it all up, especially getting that much of a gap to the 57 of Austin Norris behind him. He's got the 60 of Andrew Nagy all over his rear, though, pushing. And I think that's the 50, Noah Walters. He shot up the track, maybe got shuffled out, but he's going to easily find his place back in line. The 7, actually, we talked about it. He's kind of moved forward. He got past the 8 and the 1. He's now working himself on the 29 of Heath Snyder, looking for the 32 of Blair Holloman.
It's interesting to see Chris start to pull away here. It's like he's calling everyone's bluff. You know, while everyone's trying to fuel save, he is full throttle because he has no other choice, and this could become advantage for himself.
If they check up trying to save enough, it definitely will hinder them. He can get a nice healthy gap. He's got a little extra bit of cushion whenever he goes into the pit stop. Could cycle back up to the front. Now the 50, Noah Walters. He's also on the top line, trying to work himself up to the 7 of Zek. And they're going to start making moves. Zek all the way up to nearly 4th place, side by side with the 94 of Drayton Cook. And if those two get up there, I think they're going to go right with the 270. They're going to push the envelope. You get 3 pushing, that's going to be an even bigger gap for the cars to make up if they have to come down. Granted, they will have a lot shorter stop because of how much they save. They can take less fuel, but if there's too much of a gap, it's not going to count for anything.
Yeah. But, man, look at the job the 7 is doing. He's about to get up there, the P2, taking advantage of this little bit of indecision here.
He slides down nice and comfortable. Now you see the 60 of Nagy. He's pushing the 50 through NASCAR 1 and... I'm saying it like there's a roval here. He's pushing the 50 through 1 and 2. Everybody getting out from behind the 57. They think he might have been checking everyone up. Now the majority line is the outside. Zek first to push the envelope. He's sitting pretty. P2 right behind the 270 as they're nearly 3 wide on the exit of 4.
Yeah, I think the 50 of Walters is really slowing up this pack with all the damage that he still has. So they're having to try to find a way around him and keep connected to the lead duo.
They're going to stay connected. Andrew Nagy in the 60, he's pushed himself right back up to the rear of the 7. 94 is going to be with them. So now there's not that huge gap between first and second, but you can see the package slowly stringing out. People trying to save as much as they can, maybe not have to stop again, maybe try to stop for as little time at the boxes as possible. And still everybody hugging the double yellow line, nobody trying to force their way to the front. Actually, as I say that, Zach, I don't know if he just washed up on the exit or thought about going to the outside, but he's not going to have anything with it, going to stay tucked up behind. Coming through, 30 to go after on this lap, and everybody nice and orderly, playing fair.
Yeah, with 30 to go, it's the best time to do it. Still a lot left in this race.
Noah Walters in the 50, I think he just got shuffled out there. No, it's actually trying to make him move around the 94, not going to have the help. He also has the damage, not going to have the car to do it. Just simply drops back into line. And the 57 still laying way back. You can see the gap between him and the 50 in 5th place. I'm just going to say the 57's going max fuel save the most he can. And it's checking up the pack. We've now basically got 2 of them, the top 5, and then 6th on back.
Yeah, whoa, almost near disaster with the 7 and the 270.
Zach, he probably didn't think about waiting behind too much longer. He drove up to the front on his own. And now he's trying to go for the lead. It misfired on him. Is he going to be able to sneak down behind the 60? He does. Nagy up into second. 94 might think about taking advantage. And now the field's going to group up back once again with all this moving around, spacing out the top 4. Back to single file. You know, people say it's boring. I think it's smart. Their fuel saving definitely is a strategy in the race. It's something that a lot of teams go for. As the 50 and Noah Walters, he's going to try to move himself up into 4th place around the 94 of Drayton Cook once again. Zach Walters in the 7. He also shoots to the high side trying to get around Andrew Nagy. 270 gave him some help for just a split moment. 7 left up to dry again. 50 of Noah Walters. He's going to tuck in line. Through 3 and 4, the 7, he's left all alone up there. He's dropping to the back. I think the 57, he's probably hit the number he wants. He's able to push the car just a little bit more. The 50 of Noah Walters once again showing his nose to the outside of the 95. He wants to get to the front. Exit of 270. He's got nothing doing. Then you've got kind of the 4 in the back. They've been up front for the most part. 29 of Heath Snyder, 1 Tyler Cheney, 8 of Michael Tucker, the 83 of Jordan White. They were typically up at the front. They've come down to always topping off whenever they could during that last caution. Cycled them to the rear, and they're just hanging out and riding. Probably the best thing to do. As we got green flag pit stops, 60 of 60 Andrew Nagy. I think that's the 94 also of Drayton Cook. They're on the pit road. Come in, fuel window is open. Let's play ball.
Yeah, interesting call with how much they're fuel saving. I don't know if I necessarily hate this, but they're going to be at a huge disadvantage here with just the 2 of them.
Well, I mean, if you get a good enough 2-car tandem, you can make a ton of time up. If they keep doing what they're doing here with the 70 of Zach, he's slowing that lead pack down. You can see the side drift effect going on, as I think somebody just lost a piece of their car. And here it is. More cars down on the pit road.
Oh, the 8. Oh, we got Cheney spinning. Oh, and he's going to turn the 29 around.
Oh, no. Drama on pit lane. That's not where you want it to happen.
Wow.
That's going to cost some time for that group. I mean, they had a decent size as well. I think that was 5 cars. And Tyler Cheney, he just cooked it.
I think we passed some time about 30 seconds ago. It's going to be a lot more than that. This is essentially race ending for the 29, likely race ending for the 1. They are going to be doing the caution dance here. That is nightmare rocket fuel.
Well, the one of Tyler Cheney, he's actually not too far back from those they pitted with, though that group is hugely unorganized. The 8 of Michael Tucker, he's way out in front of everyone. The 94 Drayton Cook and the 60 of Andrew Nagy, those two that first came in actually easily passed Blair Holloman, Tyler Cheney, and Jordan White.
Yeah, you know, it's stuff like this is why I like to go down pit road with as few people as possible. Yes, there is a big advantage in being with a big group of cars for drafting purposes, but when you come down with a big group of cars, how many times do you see something like that happen, especially in real life too? And to me, you're having to spend so much energy trying to be focused around you, trying to figure out, okay, where is this person going to go? What are they going to do? If something happens here, am I going to be able to avoid it? Okay, where's this person's box? Do I need to be ahead of them or behind them? So being able to be more efficient with a smaller group, to me, is worth as much or more than the time you lose being in a smaller pack and having less draft. And just the safety aspect alone is worth everything to me. And you saw it when things go wrong on pit road, things go really wrong.
I completely agree with you there. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, the SMR practice sessions, we actually do green flag practice, green flag pit stops, especially at super speedways. Because, I mean, we're trying to get 8 cars onto pit road without causing a wreck. We've got lanes stuck out for who needs to be whereas. Meanwhile, the 7 Zach Walters, he's finally there, going around the 270 from the outside. He's got the position. He can move down. Is he going to stay loyal to the 57, bring them both into the front? He does. New leader, number 7, Zach Walters.
Oh, this is quite a little gaggle. And yeah, you're right. Chaining.
The 7's around.
Oh yeah, spinning down onto the infield grass, and there's the caution that several were praying for and several more did not want to see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why
57 put his nose there.
Yeah, and I don't know what staying ahead of him to that degree is gonna do for you. Like, what were you gonna accomplish being that aggressive to stay ahead of the 57? Like, it's like, oh no, you got moved up to the top. You're gonna fall down to 4th in the lead pack. Oh no, that's so horrible. You're never gonna gain that track position back. like there's still 20
A
plus
lot of
laps
races
to
to go.
go. Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense. And you took away your advantage. Like, I don't know how far they would have been able to go before they needed to pit. But like, what was the end game? What were you gonna gain? And instead, you brought everyone back into the fray now, and now everyone's gonna be good to go on fuel, which means everyone's gonna be pushing 10 tenths, and track position is gonna be a lot harder to get and hold on to when everyone's going full bore. So, what did that accomplish?
I mean, it did not accomplish much. You see those that came down pit road already. Some of them are actually back down. You've got Holloman, Snyder. They're both in. Snyder, he's got to repair some of that damage. Everybody else that had stayed out before on the green flag and didn't make a stop, they're staying out. Or they're into pit road. Only two staying out, the 8 and the 1, Michael Tucker and Tyler Cheney.
Yeah. I'm not surprised to see as many people as we've seen bring it down. You know, at least try to get yourself a little bit of an extra buffer fuel-wise, just in case we get any green-white checkers here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it right now. So we know everybody's good on fuel. I would say that is a definite for sure. Everybody's good on fuel to the end here.
Yeah, it is not a worry anymore whatsoever.
So, James, you know what I'm expecting? Everybody to push.
Oh,
Everybody's going to be on top of their wheel.
It's going to get real silly now, folks at home. Just you wait.
Thought it was silly before. You ain't quite seen the end to a super speedway race. And, I mean, we've got 11 trucks on the lead lap. Yeah, we'll have 11 trucks on the lead lap. So, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, anything and everything can happen now. It wouldn't surprise me if we even see a truck or two end up in the fence before all is said and done. The calm before the storm.
Calm before the storm. Lights are going to go out on the pace truck. They're going to line them up double file. And we're going to have, and they were asking about it on the radio, 3 attempts at a green-white checkered. Within 20 laps to go, we could still be here for a hot moment. You know what, James? I miss this. I mean, it's not a big field. You don't need a big field for a good race. You don't need big field for a interesting, chaotic race. You just need some aggressive guys, nothing to lose, and just some good old fun.
Oh yeah, I mean, when it comes to our job, the most fun you have is when it's a plate race, less than 20 to go. No one has to worry about fuel, so they're all going to be full push and just screaming your lungs out. This is going to be awesome.
So coming through 3 and 4, lights out on the pace truck, double file. We see 8 rows deep. teammates Michael Tucker, Tyler Cheney, they make up the front row. Then you got the 60 Andrew Nagy, the 29 of Heath Snyder. Pace truck is going to pull off down onto pit road. We got a while till this restart zone. Slowly crawling into the blue. And we're back racing down in Alabama. Huge check up. The one spun his tires. It's going to check up the outside lane. Everybody's going now. Nagy, will he be clear for second? Tucker's got a huge gap to the field behind. And here comes the one. He's got momentum now. It's going to get right up to the rear of the 8. Put the brakes on. Don't run over and spin him out.
Yeah, nervous times if you're Tucker, trying to be able to understand and read where the runs are going to be coming from right now. Thankfully, he's got his running mates right behind, so they drop down and take over the inside lane.
Took it over. I mean, it was pretty simple. All three of them got cleared. Easy place to move down. The 60, he's not going to fight it. We still got a lot of racing to go. These drivers know it. And look at that, the 7, Zach Walters. You saw him do it before the caution came out. He tried it again to put his nose to the outside to run up to the front. But no one's saving, no one's checking over the pack. It's going to be a little bit harder to do so.
Yeah, with everyone single file, it's like, what do you do? When do you make that move?
Well, I think the 83 of Jordan White, he decided he's going to try to make it. And you know what? The 7, Zach Walters, he's always down to try some fun. He's going to go with them.
Yeah, White back on the lead lap after his earlier incident. Fortunately, no Walters. Still too much damage on that 50 truck. Not able to keep up with the main pack here.
Not able to go anywhere as that 2-car tandem on the top, the 83 and the 7. They're actually, I wouldn't say they're slowing them down. The 270, I mean, everybody's still together. Just a little bit more organized. The 32 and the 94 are able to keep momentum with the draft, even with those two on the outside getting the run from the corner exit.
They need to watch out, though. They might be costing themselves the draft.
They just might, but everybody's still sticking close together. Michael Tucker, he's got exactly what he wants to see in his rearview mirror. Teammate number 1, Tyler Cheney. And you know what? Heath Snyder for SSRL at the end of the season, it was him versus this number 30. I am thinking about it. It was him trying to chase down the number 32 of Blair Hallman. We know both of them are good. Heath Snyder especially good on the super speedways, but Lady Luck tended to bite him. So he's looking to get out front back to where I think he was actually leading a majority of the race.
Yeah, he pretty well controlled the first, I'd say, 10, 15 laps of this race. He's hoping to get back up there for the final 15 laps.
Look at that. Now you see the separation starting. You talked about slowing them down. Those back 4 cars, White, Walters, Holloman, and Cook. They've got a little bit of a gap. It's going to close up here as I think everybody kind of let off the gas just a teeny bit. But if they're not careful, it's going to be a 5-car breakaway of Tucker, Cheney, Snyder, Nagy, and Norris. I mean, bravo to them trying to make it work on the outside, even though it's not quite apparent that it's going to work. But not also falling off.
And if they can keep up right there, they're going to get help at some point. Someone's going to make a move because someone's going to have to make a move. definitely a lot more single file, though, than either of us were expecting this run would be.
I definitely thought it was going to be a little bit crazier. We got 13 laps left to go still, James. And you know what? That's exactly when the craziness is going to happen. We look, once we get into the single digits, that's when chaos starts. Everybody's going to make a move, and there it is. They single filed out in those final 4 spots. They're going to keep the draft. And then 60 and Nagy way up the track. I don't know if he was running hot and he had to cool down his engine, but he's going to drop right to the back. Not going to find a spot in line. Yes,
Whoa! He tried to tuck behind the 270 and almost hooked Coleman up the track. Meanwhile, as quickly as they tucked in line, they are back outside again.
And not Noah Walters, my bad. Andrew Nagy in the 60, once again going to the high side. He's got a good amount of help, though. 94 of Drayton Cook. Holloman's there. Zach Walters is there. Going to leave Jordan White alone on the inside. White's still going to have the draft, but these 4 up top got to be careful.
Yeah, they're already on the verge of trouble right now. It is about half a second here.
And up front, Michael Tucker in the 8th, the leader. He's got lap traffic, 89 of Noah Givens. He's going to smartly get out of the way, not cause any trouble as they single file it out further back. Hopefully able to keep a little sniff of that draft and get back to these top 5.
Oh, he's going to drop down in the middle of the second pack, and that is exactly what they did not want. That's going to slow them down even more.
Taking avoiding action, and look at that. The front 5 pull away just a slight bit. Nagy and Cook going to stay on the outside. I think the 89 of Givens, he's actually kept it within the draft, and they're going to slot back down. Everybody back on top of each other. Only one missing the draft right now, Jordan White in the 83 and the 7 of Zach Walters.
Yeah, you just barely see Zach making his way into frame.
And Noah Giddens shuffled out 270 of Chris Coleman. He said, hey, I'm 5th. Nagy and 6th said, hey, I'm 6th. I can get 5th. And here comes the squirrely. Blair Holloman kind of forced to the top of the track. Hopefully can get tucked down behind, stay with the rest of this pack. It's looking like an 8-car fight for the win as it sits. And trucks still, you see them shading up. They're just trying to cool down their engines.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep that in mind, the engine temp. It's very easy to build the temperature up to the no-no zone. You push just for a little bit and already you're close to getting into the orange. We've seen trucks blow up from pushing too hard for too long.
Yeah, hot engines run fast, but extremely hot engines, they don't run at all.
No.
Here it is, outside line, it's forming. Here it comes, 57. That's Austin Norris. He's going to peek to the outside. 8, 1, they're dancing around. Cheney originally went to the top to try to block it. Tucker went up with him. Cheney with the crossover to the inside, side by side for the lead. Tucker going to have the run off the top side on exit of 4. 57 giving a huge shove down into the tribal. So was the 29 of Heath Snyder. Nine cars make up this top pack, and they're dancing around. We're within that 10 to go. Let the chaos commence.
Yeah, you saw the 29 slide up just a bit into the 270, nearly causing calamity. And here they go, the outside lane with a huge shove. They are going to be pushed clear to the top 2.
Not quite. The only one clear right now is Norris, 270 though. Chris Coleman, he's not giving up. He wants to be clear. They can jump down in front of Tucker, maybe on the exit of 4 with a good run. Keep it square, boys. Don't accidentally hook who you're pushing.
Oh, that almost aged very poorly.
Tucker even got squirrely with the push from the 1. Through 1 and 2, Tucker pushed back to the front. Chaney almost got himself cleared to where he'd be in front of the 57 of Norris. Not quite done. Run off the high side. Here comes the 57 looking for the lead.
All that effort to break up the trio, and they find themselves 1, 2, 3, nose to tail again.
And we got some 3 wide action as the 89 lap car, Noah Givens. He gets shuffled out. He's managing to stick with it, though.
Yeah, they are not really thrilled with him at the moment. Did he just disappear?
Got a little blinky blink. Replace his blinker fluid.
And just like that, we are single file again.
I don't expect that to last long. They're coming up on the 50 and
Sure
Walters.
don't.
He's going to shade to the high side, maybe. Just let him go. Does not want to cause chaos.
But we want him to cause chaos.
No, he's going to keep it on the double yellow. Everybody's going to go to the high side around him.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see.
Nobody with a run and almost contact as the 89 goes to avoid the 50.
Contact the 94 round. Drayton Cook turned up into the outside wall.
Trying to get around the 50. I mean, everybody did it. And the 57 just trying to push just a slight bit of not being aligned properly. Around goes the 95 into the outside wall.
Yeah, you saw he also kind of started to lift up. That truck almost went over.
You know what? That's going to play some relief to the 2 that had lost the draft, both the 7 of Zach Walters and the 83 of Jordan White. Which Jordan, I think, has actually put it onto pit road.
Yeah, he's 5 laps down now. Well, I believe we're going to be getting a green-white checkered here.
Yeah, first of 3, so they got 3 attempts, and we thought we'd seen chaos. Green-white checkers, whole new breed. You know, you've got 2 laps. That's all you get, 2 laps. Get yourself to the front and get yourself in victory lane, and these drivers will do anything to make it happen.
Yeah, this is going to be abject insanity.
Do we see anyone come down pit road, though? Maybe some guys thinking if they can't make it, maybe some gamble further on back to come in for fresh tires, which I'm not sure if that's going to have any say in the matter. As we do have cars jumping down. 50 and 0 Walters, 32 of Blair Hallman. They're both in. See the 94 of Drayton Cook. Of course, he had to come in. 7 of Zek. He's also going to be into pit road. So some takers, some stayers.
Well, we see Everyone lining up here. Will be one to go next time by. Looks like Zach Walters and Cook, of course, still on pit road. Curious to see how much damage the 94 got in that incident. Doesn't look all that bad, all things considered.
No, everything does not look bad at all. Learning some fun things about Talladega, the way, because typically Lucky Dog gets announced at the middle of the tri-oval where the start finish usually is. Does not happen here.
Yeah, though I've never really seen it be that much of a issue.
Not either, but 10 cars is what it's given us on the lead lap. We've got lights out on the pace truck. Gonna be after this time they come around. So double file up, first green, white, checkered, coming to the board here in a lap's time. And I mean, we saw them be aggressive. We talked about how much more aggressive they're going to be. I don't think this is going to be our first one. I don't think this is going to be our only one.
Yeah. The aggression level is going to be turned up to 15. So we're still trying to get the Lucky Dog straightened out. But reset the top 10. It is Michael Tucker leading with Tyler Cheney next to him. Keith Snyder and Andrew Nagy on row 2. Austin Norris and Chris Coleman, row 3. Blair Holloman and Zach Walters, row 4. And Drayton Cook and Noah Walters will round out the top 10. The remaining 10 in this race. We are just about to turn 4 here.
Yep.
And everyone's caught up.
Everybody is here. We've got 11 trucks on the track still, only 10 on the lead lap. No, I'm sorry. We got 12 trucks on the track. 10 on the lead lap. 10 car fight. 2 laps. First attempt at a green, white, checkered. Pace truck, they're gonna pull off. Everybody gonna be slowly waiting for that green flag to drop. It's a long way to the restart zone, even longer way to the start finish line. Tucker,
obligatory mention that it's right here down there.
Yeah, obligatory mention. Green flag back in the air. Trucks are on the gas. And the top 3 broke away. I'm not sure what happened further back.
Yeah, they working together, able to time the restart, and now everyone is scrambling, trying to put something together. These 3 teammates caught, everyone snoozing.
Don't think anybody was ready. You are right. Gonna be coming through 3 and 4. They've got to make it all the way around, half the track left to go. Pack is caught up though. 57, Austin Norris. He's the first to approach those front 3. Next would be the 270, Chris Cole. Blair Holloman sitting 10th. Single file out on the bottom across the double yellow line. Through the tri-oval. Are we going to see the white flag? White flag is shown. Next flag will end this race. Checkered or yellow, whichever comes first. Snyder, he's going to peek to the outside. Nothing happening.
Whoa.
Tries it again. Everybody squirrely.
The
Cheney
teammates
moves to the high side.
they don't feel like working together anymore.
Hey, teammates don't exist at this point. Half the lap to go. It's all or nothing. You're on your own. Tucker with the block. Everybody's going to move up towards the top lane. Snyder's going to be controlling the bottom. Cheney moves to the bottom now. Tucker getting some assistance from the 57. A little bit of door banging. Here we go, Michael Tucker. He's got a gap, but the start-finish line is not here. Is anybody going to get to him? Here come the runs. 57, is he going to get there? No, it's not. Michael Tucker in the 8 truck. He's going to win the race. Woo.
I thought they had maybe started to fight for that one just a smidge too early there.
I mean, you want to do the move coming out of 4 typically on any other super speedway. So going into 3, I definitely think was too early.
Yeah, because obviously I know that no teammates on the last lap, but you got to make sure that if you're working together, at least make it to where
one of
it's
you
going to be exactly, and they almost didn't.
The 50 is going backwards down the track. Oh, Tucker! Going for his burnout, almost collects the 50 truck. Great show of smoke, great show of class by the field, hard racing throughout. We saw some cautions early, latter half of the race got sprinkled out, good solid green flag runs. Then of course a green-white checkered, I don't think there's any other way to finish it.
Amen.
And with that as well, as we see celebrations, let's go through our finishing order for tonight's race. Michael Tucker, he's going to take home your win. Second place, the 57 of Austin Norris. He was outside looking in at the end there, but comes home second. Andrew Nagy in third in the 60. Drayton Cook's going to be fourth. Tyler Cheney, he was second coming to the white flag. He finishes back in fifth place. Heath Snyder in sixth. Chris Coleman comes home seventh. Blair Holloman in eighth. Noah Walters in ninth. Zach Walters going to be 10th.
And then we have the 83 of Jordan White and the 89 of Noah Givens in 11th and 12th. Carl Field, Randy Cornwell, and Dalton Wilson round out the top 15. Christopher Lewis, Gary Donelin rounding out the field for tonight's fundraiser race.
And with it, we're going to once again hear from Noah Walters, the organizer of this fundraiser race for the Lady Tigers. Noah, what you got to say?
What's going on? I just want y'all to replay that last lap of me passing my brother, just for a memory.
Just for a memory.
Yes.
Look at that. You got the three of y'all back and forth. You got help at least. And then just taking it right in front of them. No, I mean, this is always a great deal to put on. You were talking about it during the race. I mean, a little bit of stuff. We had our own versions of it as well, with a little bit of issues at the start of the stream.
Yeah, that was all me. That was all me. I wish I'd set it up better, but that's my fault. Honestly, I thank everybody for coming out and the donations. Coach Castle and the middle school Lady Tigers greatly appreciate it. I am going to do another one of these, but I'm not doing it at Talladega. I think the next one, when the high school softball starts up, I'm shooting for Darlington, and it will be open setups.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a wowzer.
Oh yeah. So yeah, this actually, I mean, if I set it up right, everything would have went great. But that's my fault. I take the blame. Uh, Congratulations, Michael Tucker, on your win. Yeah, that's all I've got to say. And thank y'all. Y'all did a heck of a job. Couldn't ask for a better crew.
Well, man, we do thank you. It was a pleasure coming up and doing this for you, even with the short notice. I know things kind of just got thrown together within about the span of a week and a half. But hopefully next time out, it turns out a lot better. We've got a lot more show out. I mean, we still had a good, decent show out. I know there were a couple of guys struggling to find the racing time. But, I mean, just on to the next.
Yep, on to the next. And looking forward to SSRL.
Yeah, I mean, that regular season's coming up in about month and a half. I'm ready to see whatever Dave and Chris and everybody's cooking up there.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Well, no, we will let you go. We know you've probably got some stuff to do and getting some stuff ready. I think everybody's asking if there's going to be interviews done. We can't drag people up into here.
All right, I'll let them know.
Yep. I completely misclicked.
Yeah, how dare you?
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Welcome back. We do have the top three here in the booth to kind of get their perspective of exactly what went on with them throughout the whole race. Andrew Nagy in the 60, you came home third. How's your race feeling for you as it went on?
How you doing, boys? It's been a while since I've been up here, but it started out slow, just kind of minding my own business, doing my own thing, just trying to watch for where the wrecks were going to occur so that way I could stay clear of them, and both skill and luck took over on that one. But overall, very good race, very fast race. Pleasure working with the 94 of Drayton Cook, along with the guys from Sky Motorsports. The 57, the 270, I forget their names off the top of my head, but they were great working with me. But overall, it was a great race. I enjoyed it, and it's a fun little non-point race and helping a good cause out.
I mean, it's definitely fun. I mean, we saw some moves being made. I want to just talk about it. I know you were probably watching it a little bit. You saw the 7 of Zach Walters making his way to the front on that big, long green flag run before the green flag pit stops came out, going all the way from the back of that single line to second place and even trying to fight for the lead.
Yeah, that was nuts. He was absolutely flying, and I have no idea where he came from. Like, I'm just sitting there riding. I think I was like 5th or 6th. I was just chilling, and next thing I know, I hear a car outside, and I'm like, who the hell's to my outside? And I see, here comes a 7 of Walters. I'm like, holy hell. I'm like, I want that guy pushing me, and then he wrecked, and I was like, okay, maybe not.
Yeah, it's been an amazing thing to see. Y'all gave us a lot of entertainment throughout the race. I mean, we had the cautions early. That kind of brought down and slowed everything down with how long the pace laps were. But at the end, everything single filed out. Y'all boys got a little tamer until, of course, that final green-white checkered tinned us out. What exactly was your mindset there?
Honestly, it was go for broke. It was smash it, hope for the best, and if it went great, great. If it didn't, well, then I suck at racing and I need to retire. So me and the Sky Motorsports guys and my buddy Drayton, we all had a good plan. We all got together as fast as we could, and once people started getting out of line and moving around, we started working together even more because it split up the pack at the end. It went from single file to double file, coming to the last lap, and I was like, hey boys, I gotta run, move high, and they all moved high, and I just followed through, and one guy didn't stay high, he went too high, so I forced it 3 and kind of pushed my way through to the front.
Well, man, third place, definitely nothing to be ashamed of. James, do you have anything for Nagy before we let him go for the evening?
Yeah, how was the fuel looking there before everything kind of went up a creek with without a paddle when the 7 got spun?
The fuel for me and my teammates was about 6 to 8 laps short. Even with saving, there was just no way we were gonna be able to save enough. I think we were maybe gonna make it, I don't know, 2 laps short, if anything. Even with saving as much as we could. So when that last caution came out, we were all, you could feel the weight and the tension on everybody's shoulders just like lift, just talking to each other. Like everyone was like tense, and next thing you know, we're all like, oh, thank God, like there's a caution. Okay, now what are we doing for like fuel, tires, this, that, and the other thing? And overall, we got it figured out, but that was a huge weight off the shoulders, and we ended up having way more than enough to finish that race, and we would have been good for the overtimes too if there had been more.
Sorry, I completely blinked for a second. But, I mean, again, overall, great day by you, Nagy. Anybody you want to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, real fast, I want to thank my wife and my stepson who may or may not be watching. It's getting kind of late, so they might be going to bed shortly. But Jess and Zane, if you're listening, thank you guys for watching. I think my dad was watching, Bob. I know all my buddies were watching. Glenn, John, Human, I think Daniel might have been watching. And unfortunately, I had to go to the backup car because I blew up the engine in practice. So the sponsors on this week's car were incorrect. That was the paint scheme for next week. So the current sponsors I want to thank are PFD Designs and Dual and Auto Group for all their hard work and keeping up with the craziness, and for buying me a new engine for the race.
Well, man, it's great hearing from you. Looking forward to whatever Spartan might bring on here in about a month and a half to come. Have a good night, man.
Yes, sir. I look forward to getting back to Spartan and tearing some shit up. Y'all have a great night. Thank you.
Of course. Have a good one. And then that was Andrew Nagy, your third place finisher for tonight. Going over to second place, Austin Norris. How are you doing today?
Doing good, brother. How are you?
Not doing bad. We saw some great moments and some crazy moments going on throughout the race. Walk me through it from your point of view.
Yeah, I mean, so from the very beginning, the whole plan was just kind of ride in the. We wanted to ride in the back, me and Chris over here at Sky, but realized pretty quickly that we were going to be aggressive. The whole lobby was going to be kind of aggressive from the jump. So worked our way forward and just kind of wanted to stay in line towards the front, do some fuel saving when we could, and then try to make an attempt there at the end.
I mean, you definitely made an attempt. It looked like you might have had the run coming to the checkered flag there through the travel off of 4, but didn't quite happen. Another thing we saw, I think it was, and I think James can actually attest for this. Were you fuel saving during that long green flag run right before the not the green white checkered, but the green flag pit stops? The pack seemed to be backed up just a little bit behind you. Were you mass fuel saving trying to see if you could make it to the end?
Yeah, I mean, the thought definitely crossed my mind. I knew we were down to, a lower amount of, cars, so I didn't expect a caution to come out. So the whole plan was to save as much as we could. That way we could take the least amount of fuel when it came time to take it. And then obviously, 2 other groups of cars went, so it left us with, 3 or 4 in a line. So at that point, it was go as hard as we can, try to put a gap, and maybe we can, make it work out in the end. But unfortunately, but lucky at the same time, me and Zach got together there, and he spun off my nose, which was a blessing in disguise for both of us. I don't think he got much damage out of it, so he's able to fix it up and be fine to make a run there at the end. So.
I mean, unfortunate, fortunate, however you would like to put it. It was still a great finish, second place for you. James, you got anything for him?
Yeah, just take us through that final lap there. Did you have any sort of plan or something to try, or was it just full-on improv as it tends to be?
Yeah, I mean, me and Chris linked up with Nagy and Drayton, and the plan was for, we knew the top 3 guys were going to be fast and hard to catch, so we figured 4 against 3 we'd be better off. We took the green plan, kind of went out the window, so we were just trying to talk over voice chat, figure out how we could possibly get lined back up. Coming out of 4 into the trial, well, I made a move that I shouldn't have. I should have stayed up top with Nagy, but I thought if I went to the bottom, I'd catch the push from the 1 that would give us, one of us a chance to win, and ended up not being enough. So came home 2nd and 3rd, but I mean, all around still a decent finish. Car's in one piece, nose is clean. Can't be too mad about it, and it's for a good cause.
For a good cause, and agreed, nose is clean, can't be too mad at second place. Before we let you go, though, you want to give any shout outs to anybody?
Yeah, I mean, obviously want to thank, teammate Chris Coleman. He was with me the whole race. Andrew and Drayton there at the end. Tier 1 setup shop is on the car. I got green chili jam on the car. My wife at home, she lets me devote way too much time to this, so definitely appreciate her for that. And then J-Dub for the paint scheme.
Well, man, it sounds like a great day. And again, you said it. I think we said it all race long. It's a great cause. And we look forward to probably seeing you back when we do this in the springtime. For the high schoolers, have a great rest of your night.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all.
That was second place, Austin Norris, everybody. Now to the race winner, Michael Tucker, the number 8 truck. Michael, how are you feeling after that win?
I'm feeling pretty good, we put hold on, let me figure this out. You already know what we put on the dash. We were just trying things, so you already know what we put on the dash that entire last run. And I'm feeling great. I had teammates behind me, teammates beside. I had teammates everywhere. I mean, I made friends.
I mean, hey, it sounds like a win for even off the track points. But run me through like most of your race. For the most part, you were up front, having a good amount of time, and then we saw the cautions come out.
Yeah, I don't want to get started with those cautions. Those cautions got me all discombobulated on the strategy. We saw the green flag pit stops. I know we saw that, and I just had to find a way around. And I mean, I had to try to find a way around the 2 guys in front of me. And I did. I found a way. I had a guy. Just the caution came out at the wrong time. So it was all about the strategy that me and the Team Extreme Boys played. With an addition to Heath Snyder, best guy ever. I love Heath. I know him from Certified Harpoon. Great guy. But yeah, the caution kind of put us in the position, and we just took advantage of it, and that's all you can do is take advantage of the cautions. So.
I mean, take advantage of the cautions. There was also that moment coming down pit road. There were about 5 of y'all coming as one as the second group to pit. And there was that little bit of contact and spread out the whole field. You were miles ahead of everyone. Luckily, you all got grouped back together. Did you think you were going to catch them before that caution came out?
So, with how much... We were planning this out in the Team Extreme BC over there, down there, whatever. We were planning it on the radio that they gave us in the truck. We were either planning on pitting very early, which we all disagreed on that, or pitting when we did. And if it played out, I wasn't going to be that far ahead. Me, Cheney, and Heath would all be linked up with the addition of Jordan. And it didn't work out that way. Cheney decided that the brakes and the rear wheels were not compatible for pit road and decided that he was going to sling that thing sideways and kill him. But if the caution didn't come out catching him, no. Just simply because we couldn't go fast enough. We were like a second a lap faster, but yeah, they still had to pit, but there was also a chance they could save enough. So I wouldn't say we would catch him, maybe, but I wouldn't be the leader at the time. And that's all I was aiming for when I went to the outside on that.
I mean, overall, it sounds like a great race you had. James, you got anything for him?
Yeah, tell us about your hat.
Oh, my hat, my Toyota racing hat, driving the Chevrolet. Yeah, so Tyler Cheney knows about this story. They tried to make me stop wearing my Carson Osavar hat when we went to National Super Speedway. So I had to answer a question for the Toyota racing hat. I could put it on right now if I wanted to. And I answered it correctly. They threw me the hat. They said, you're going to become a Toyota racing fan. Ever since then, I've still driven Chevy, and I've still worn that Carson Osavar hat. But I wear the Toyota racing hats on some days, usually on Sundays. But it works for my head. It made my head itch, though.
I mean, it sounds like a great serve your hat. Before we let you go, any shout outs you want to give, friends, family, sponsors, anything fun else that you found during the race?
Fun else? Fun else? What are you on about?
I'm dyslexic.
We know that. Anyways, Chastity took a realtor. She's on the hood. Very great realtor in Middle Tennessee. You should come check her out. She ain't driving all the way to Alabama, though. So for your Alabama people, don't do it. Splash and Go for the paint. It's a great paint. We brought back the iconic 8 that I used to run in SSRO. Again, great paint. Team Extreme, great drivers. Tyler, Jordan, Brandon over there for some reason. I'm thanking him. You won't believe this, but Kill Mix Flair joins that VC at sometimes. But we won't talk about that. Wesley Fuge up there in the booth. Anyways, Mom, my dad, they support me through all of this, and everyone that supports me through this, like you guys support me a lot. Team Extreme guys in chat, everyone. You guys for putting on the broadcast. Noah for this amazing event for a great cause. I've thanked him twice so far. I might send him back $50. I haven't decided yet, but I probably should. And everyone for coming out. This small field, but we put on some great race.
It definitely was a good one. We're going to tell you to have a good night, but before you leave, Tucker, stay off your phone during the races.
No, I'm good.
Well, man, have a great night. Go enjoy it.
Yeah, you guys have a great night, too.
That was your race winner, Michael Tucker. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that is all we have for tonight. We appreciate y'all coming to stop in for this fundraiser event for the Wildcats lady softball team. And hopefully we will see you again here soon whenever we start going back with more series. Again, it was Kobe. Always big thanks out to him. Give him a subscribe, like the YouTube videos, the VODs. Give him the bell notification so you know whenever he goes live. He still does a lot more series. There's a race coming up on Sunday Eastern for the U.S., the Oz Oval Series. It's great fun. V8 supercars powering around American tracks. I've been Wesley Fuge up here in the booth alongside James Watson. We appreciate y'all for staying to watch, and have a good night.